And as you can see, the tone of voice I put to this guy was like some British snob. Oh, I'm hungry today. I do a little intermittent fasting, and today's my day. It's supposed to be Thursday, every other Thursday, and today's my day because tomorrow we have a conference and they always, you know, give us food and stuff. It's just like, yeah, I don't want to be somewhere where eating is expected and then I'm gonna be some kind of pious guy, not participating. So we're gonna go for social graces and be able to eat what they serve tomorrow at the conference. What's that? I sure can. All right. All right. Yeah. Sometimes it's just nice to have a saw. I know in the lift I use the saw a lot. Well, you know, it's a guy that spent his whole life in a bucket. And, you know, so he's got his ways. And you know, he's probably really good at a bucket with his one hand. And he's just that typical tree guy that, you know, he's the best in the world at what he does. And he can't imagine there's any other way to do it. I'm like, well, you're looking at a guy that does it completely different than you do it. Yeah, he couldn't imagine anyone that would want a double bucket. I'm like, every time I'm in the single bucket of the bucket truck, I hate it. So, but I can see his perspective. That's the key, that you have to be able to see someone else's perspective. You know, not everybody's experience is the same as yours. I mean, I never worked for another tree company, so what a lot of old school guys in this industry, you know, have as experience, I didn't have. They had some real old school guy that taught them. Well, I never had that guy. I was never around that guy. I've read about that guy, but I haven't been around them. And so, consequently, I have some stuff that I kind of, you know, figured out myself. I developed little techniques and things that I just thought of that maybe were atypical for the industry, and I never would have learned them if I was learning under the tutelage of somebody directly. But they've worked for me over the years. It's probably why I call things drop cuts. Maybe I'm the only guy in the industry that calls it a drop cut, other than the guys I've trained. But everybody calls it a snap cut. Yeah, I call it a break cut. But maybe that was just me. And I've got this little microculture of my experience, because I taught myself a lot of things. Yeah, that's better. I like a short trunk. I said it loud enough. You can shorten the other one just a little too. From this angle, it looks like it could strike that cherry. It's like, well, we might as well not mar anything up. Okay. I want that off of there. Wonder if I can cut that free without it slapping me. How not to get slapped by some locust. Came all the way down. I could use a line clear over here. Ouch. Oh, a gaff out. That was no good. All right, I'm on now. Thank you, sir. It'll just be so easy to rig. I don't need to scuff up his driveway. It'll just be so easy to rig. Okay, we got a real sturdy elm. This baby's all the way alive. Okay, stand clear underneath me. We're gonna make a mess. That's why we got the mats. Come down, you little devil. All right, I'm gonna drop cut this out. Wow, a gaff out on a tiny little elm spot. This might stay in the tree, it might not. right in the tree. It's gonna come free. Some more drops right here. And again. I got one coming as soon as you drive out of there. Oh. Just a hand on this rope real quick if you could. That worked a lot better with a string on it than just trying to drop it. Let's get this. Through here. All right. It's gonna make it way more predictable. Stand clear below me, please. I can probably get away with drop cutting this, but you know, this guy's got a nice driveway. So we're just gonna be nice. I'm just getting this one out of the way. I could probably drop this. There I did. I clipped onto my accessory beaner. Always visually check your connections. All right, I'm cutting it loose. It's a hand hold, easy peasy. Just let it lower out. The next one will be a little bigger. It'll be 4 times that. That was a very nice float. Yeah, perfect. Okay, pull up the slack. Okay, I'm going to notch this to my right so that this is going to come down into this crotch, and this should be your redirect. Oh, it went right over the end of the rig log. So we got a double redirect. It's redirected on a little chunk of hinge. That's why we have this abrasion resistant rope, folks. Yeah, look at that. We burned right through the hinge. Okay, leave those branches there. I'll send this piece on top of that. All right, let's just take this by hand and throw it where we want to. Perfect. Okay, now pull it up. Okay, we are nicely redirected. Nice, nicely done. Okay, I think I can break cut that down. Okay, I'll make some break cuts, some snap cuts. I didn't push that off with any precision. So I had somebody make some self-righteous comment on YouTube about me holding my saw wrong because of the kickback potential, like the chain brake, because my hand's not in front of the chain brake. It's like the handle's here because you make cuts in different positions and you need all of this handle. The chain brake, yes, it's nice to have your hand here to kick the chain brake, but this is an inertia chain brake. If it kicks back, it'll kick on. It doesn't hand to kick it on. So I always love these self-righteous. It just, some of these guys I'd like to see face to face and just see who they are. Probably we get along. That's probably the reality of it. And they're just somebody who's clueless on how to communicate on a computer. Because you tend to say things in ways you got to be aware of what tone of voice the reader is going to put to your text. And as you can see, the tone of voice I put to this guy was like some British snob. Not that British are snobby in any certain sort of way, but there is no other snob that sounds snobbier than a guy with a British accent. I'm just saying. But maybe I've watched too many Jane Austen movies. There's plenty of British snobs in Jane Austen movies. So I may be influenced by my wife's chick flicks. Okay, this one is way out there. Yeah, I can't send it to the yard because that oak is in the way. And this is an elm that is prone to gapping out on because I've already done it several times. And these kind of mid-range winter boots that I bought from, I didn't think of it, they were Keens, so I was just thinking, I've had Keens before, so I kind of had the experience of what I had in mind, but I didn't really study these very closely, and they had a flat heel, so they don't keep a spike very well. So my spike tends to slide around on the bottom of my foot a little bit. I think I'm gonna go up and just stand on this limb up here. You know, I could probably just hinge that down and spin it around, have the top go back to the trunk. Free from that oak. And there we go, nice drop. You know, if I wanted to get cocky, I could probably do that with a lot of this, but I don't feel like being cocky with that nice little crab down there. All right, I'm cutting a notch, and then I'm gonna need a rig. Hold on. I'm gonna send one too. Well, we're over there pretty soon. All right, I'm ready for a handhold. All right, I want to kind of have it go that way, so I'm gonna cut this corner as I go. Nice. Pull up the slack now. Okay, I'm clear. It should run right alongside me. Yeah, there's quite a bit of friction up here. He's on my lanyard too, so it's just as well he didn't heat her up tight. Of course, I am retiring this lanyard after this one. Okay, if you leave all that stuff there, I think I'll just piece it down. I got the mats there. Yeah, have fun with that one, Eli. Yeah, I'll probably get you on film. Make it right. 1 million views. Somehow it was weighted away from the house. It went back to the house. Got around. Should have left my hand off of it. I put my hand on that. Didn't need it. Come on, get through there. Just go around this way. That's easier. There we go. You got a nice wedge out there. Hold 1 minute, Eli. 1 minute, 1 second. All right, I got your glory shot. All right. Game of trees, we're having fun. this is a brake cut or snap cut, and I cut most of the way through on the first cut, and then it sat forward onto that curve but didn't break. And then it allows you to break it. Yeah, good. You get the first time you used your wedge banger, and you got to bang a wedge out, and you get to drive a wedge in the back. Rolling with a bite. Dress it so that you capture the tail and loop at the same length. Yeah, that went right in the yard, missed everything, right in the front yard. All right, we're gonna have to zip this little stuff. Nothing shy about these rakers. Hinged a little thicker on the left than the right, but hinged over nicely. A lot of water in that tree. It had a shake crack there. So even though it was an elm, it could have a barber chair potential if you've got a piece of equipment on it. Because that crack, you don't know how far up that trunk that shake crack goes. You start making a back cut and then it splits on that crack. So you can see it right there. So yeah, little hidden things in a tree. That is hard.
Look at that. It's talking to the
Game of trees. We took down the little elm. Yeah, just some light rigging, some drop cuts. It's been a nice day. It's Wednesday. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
There's always a rest when you're playing the game of trees.